Hi scholars! Now today we're going to continue with our unit of weather and seasons. Let's go over our learning goals for today. And remember, this is a continuation of our lesson from yesterday. Okay, so we'll go over our learning goals for today. I will name the 4 seasons. I will name a few characteristics of each season. I will draw pictures that show an understanding of each season. And I will write about seasons. Great. Now today we're going to be focusing on the fall season. Last lesson we focused on the summer season. So let's remember something about the summer season. We said in the summer it is warm, hot, there's long days, there's more sunlight, green trees, so there's a lot of green on the trees during the summer. And the weather is dry, the air is dry in the summer. Now, we use this language pattern and we wrote, in the summer, the weather is hot. Now, today we're going to use this language pattern again, but this time we're going to be focusing on the fall season. Great. So, let's sing our Little Seasons chant just to help us remember the 4 seasons. Say, summer, fall, winter, spring. Great, now let's do it all together. Summer, fall, winter, spring. And now the seasons happen again and again and again throughout. It's like a cycle, like the life cycle that we learned about in class. So today, again, we're focusing on fall. So we're going to write down some things we learned about the fall season. And to do that, I will continue reading our book of weather and the seasons. Let's open it up and remember, here are new visuals of summer, fall, winter, spring. Now I see the different activities they're doing. On our last lesson, we talked about the summer, and these girls are on a lake, and they're eating watermelon, and they're wearing their bathing suits and shorts because in the summer it's hot. Now today we're going to be focusing on the fall season. So if you see these boys, what activity are they doing in the fall season? They're picking up all the leaves that fell off the tree. Very good. So we're going to read the chapter on fall. This was our previous lesson about summer. Now, remember to listen to the story so that you can write some things about the fall season. Okay. The weather in fall. Temperatures are cooler in fall, so people often wear pants and shirts with long sleeves. Yeah, because when it's cooler outside, you want to cover yourself and be a little bit warm. The temperatures are cooler and the days are shorter in this season than they are in the summer. Oh, so we had written down that there are long days in the summer, but in the text, I hear that for the fall, the days are shorter. Days are shorter. Remember, we always go back to the text. What do you like to do in the fall? So here are some images of things that are happening in the fall. People play football in the fall. Did you know some places are very warm in the fall? So it depends where you live in the world. And some places have hurricanes early in the fall. So here's a new vocabulary word, hurricane. So does a hurricane look safe or dangerous? It looks dangerous. Now, let's look again and remember the text, and we'll chart some words about the fall season. What did I remember about the fall season? I remember the text said it was cooler in the fall. In the fall, it is cool. Now, I see in our image that it's windy because all the leaves start falling off the trees. So I'm going to write the word windy on our tree map. In the fall, it's cool. In the fall, it's windy. Another word we can use is breezy. Now, for summer, we said long days. What about for the fall? Do you remember the text said? Short days. Short days. Great. Now, what about the colors on the trees? Now, what's happening on this tree in the fall season? So the leaves are dying, they're turning colors. If you remember in our nonfiction story, I saw the image, a photograph of a beautiful fall tree. And what do you see on the floor? All the leaves that are falling off the trees. Great, okay. Let's put that away. So instead of green trees, there's colorful trees. Now, let's read them so we remember about the fall season. In the fall, it is cool, windy, breezy. There's shorter days, and there's colorful trees. Now, I remember that the trees, their leaves start turning colors like brown. I'll draw a brown leaf. They'll start turning red. I'm drawing this so we remember, we can have a clue, a visual clue of the fall season. Okay, great. Now today, your job at home is going to be to write and draw something about the fall season. You can use this language pattern. In the fall, the weather is, and you can put one of these words or one of your own. In the fall, let me write that word for today in our language pattern. In the fall, the weather is, now which word would I like to use here? I think I want to use the word cool. Cool. In the fall, the weather is cool. So I'm just going to pull that out and write it in my language pattern. So remember, we write the fall season and an adjective to describe that season. Great. Now, today, before we end, I want to show you step by step how you can draw an image with the characteristics of the fall season. So I'll bring it closer so you can see. Great. Now, I will show you step by step how we can draw an image of the fall season, and you can draw yourself doing an activity that you would in the fall. Like, would you thumbs up or down? In the fall, would you draw yourself building a snowman? No, that wasn't in the fall season. Thumbs up or down. In the fall, would you draw yourself throwing leaves up in the air? Yes, I could do that in the fall season. Thumbs up or down. In the fall, would you draw yourself swimming in a pool? No, I wouldn't do that in the fall. When would you do that? In the summer, yeah. So I'm going to draw a fall tree and then an activity that you would do in the fall season. So first, we can draw the ground. We can draw two straight lines for a tree trunk. Now, trees have bark on the tree trunk. Now, to draw the branches, you can do diagonal lines up. Diagonal. And you can do more diagonal lines or zigzag lines if you want to draw more branches. Great, so my tree is done. Now I want to make sure I draw what type of weather exists in the fall. So what are some characteristics of the fall that we wrote down? So we said it's windy and breezy. So I can do some curvy lines to represent the wind. Windy and breezy weather. Now I know that with the wind, the leaves might start falling off of the tree. So to draw some leaves, you can do ovals or you can do two curvy lines like letter C's. And some of these leaves might be falling, like the fall season, off the tree. Great. Now, what other colors of leaves do we see in the fall? Do you remember our nonfiction story that we read? Chapter 2. So it had some red leaves, some yellow leaves, some brown leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and draw some red on my tree. Maybe some of them already fell on the floor. There were a lot of leaves on that photograph in the book we read. There were also some yellow leaves. Great. Now, what activity can I draw myself doing in the fall? Let's see. I'll draw myself first. I can do some pants, some shoes. My hair is going to be blowing. In the fall. That was already, she wanted to look at what we're drawing here. And I feel like I want to be flying a kite for my activity today. So I'm going to be holding onto the string. I'll move that in. Great. Now, this is great weather to fly a kite because you need wind to move it up. And we'll draw a diamond for our kite. Great. Now, don't forget to use the language pattern. In the fall, it is breezy. And if you want to add another sentence, I can fly a kite in the fall. Let me write that as an example. Remember to leave spaces. The fall. In the fall, the weather is cool. You know what? Because I'm flying a kite, I don't want to write cool. I want to write in the fall, the weather is windy. That sounds better. It matches my picture a lot more. Windy. Period. Now I'm going to go for that second sentence today. I want to be a scholar. In the fall, the weather is windy. I can fly a kite. Remember, always start with a capital. What do we say in class? Start with a capital. Leave some spaces. Put a period and use your sounds for words that we don't know. I can fly. I hear an F. I can fly a kite. Kite. Now, if you don't know how to spell kite, it's okay for you to segment the phonemes and write it phonetically. For example, I hear a long I sound. Kite. And when I hear the vowel say its name, we write a special letter E. Remember, the E tells the vowel, say your name, say your name. We did that in class, guys. And what goes at the end of my sentence? A period. Great. So remember, for today, our goal was to talk about the seasons. We focused on our fall season. And now for your homework at home today, I want you to draw an image and write some words with characteristics about the fall season. Okay, bye guys.